Greetings everyone. If you are watching this video, you are registered for my Communications 2120 Interpersonal Communication class, the Intersession course. So I wanted to go ahead and create a video syllabus to go along so that you can see, we can go over together some of the course policies, the course description, that kind of a deal. So I am Dr. M.N. Roberts. You can refer to me as Dr. M or Dr. Roberts, whichever one is more comfortable for you. So let's go ahead. You should have a copy of the course syllabus in your mailbox, as well as a copy of the course schedule. And of course, I mean email inbox. So yeah, let's go ahead and just go over this if you want to print it out or pull it up and follow along. So as you will see under the general information, you have my information. So my name, email address is there. Obviously through COVID, my office and office hours are remote. So I do office hours just by appointment because the majority of this course specifically, I'm going to be online grading and saving bandwidth. And just doing them by appointment instead of office hours where I just have a Zoom link open is more effective. So that's the general information. I'm going to go ahead and let you read over course description and course outcomes yourselves. Try to keep this video a little bit short. But here, this is an Intersession course, which means it's accelerated. So it will last for 3 weeks. So that means you're going to be doing approximately 5 weeks worth of work in 3 weeks, or 15 weeks worth of work. Sorry about that. Yeah, 15 weeks worth of work in 3 weeks. So that's going to come out to approximately 40 hours a week. So, hooray, we're gonna start out strong. Online course policy. So this is delivered 100% online. I was going to do some activities that were in real time, but decided with an Intersession course that was not going to be effective. So with that, then essentially your requirement is just that you need to have reliable internet. If you don't have reliable internet, there are some resources on CNM campuses that you will be able to utilize, but it's your responsibility to make sure you have consistent internet access. Not having internet won't be an excuse for not turning in your assignments on time, so you want to make sure that you attend to that, okay? The textbook and materials, we are going to use an ebook. You can get the hard copy if you want it, but it is not required for this course. So you can purchase that through the bookstore, or if you look at the information here provided on the syllabus, you can also find it online, Amazon, or whatnot. But yeah, if you follow the... Oh, you can't access the link yet, but you can find this pretty easily online, and you should be able to just purchase the access code once you go to the thing. So you also need internet access to Brightspace, and you must have a Netflix account. We're going to watch a lot of movies in this course, and I am choosing to use just a single platform. We will only use Netflix, and so... I decided that I didn't want to make you pay for multiple platforms, so you're just going to use Netflix. So again, you can go over the course outcomes. If we turn to the second page, you will see the course requirements. So this is an asynchronous course. It's not required for you to log in at a specific time or date, but you do need to be logging in consistently. In fact, except for Mondays, every other day of the week, you will have assignments due. So if you're not logging in every day, you're going to be falling behind, okay? If you fall behind and want to be dropped from the course, you need to contact me before the drop date. After that point, I cannot help you. The college does not allow me to give you a W or drop you from the course after that date, so make sure that you stay on top of that if that's something that you want to do. Special accommodations. If you have DRC accommodations, please provide those to me as early as possible. The longer you wait, the more complicated it will become in terms of making up assignments or making those accommodations. So the earlier you can get that to me, awesome. Again, over here with technology requirements, if you do not have Microsoft Office, you can get a free copy through CNM by following the link in the syllabus, okay? You will need to do that because turning in the assignments will require either Microsoft Word or a PDF format, or it won't upload into Brightspace. All right, so that's the general stuff. Next up is the netiquette policy. So you're going to be doing a lot of interacting with each other, and so I have some explicit rules about how that goes. The first one is no personal attacks will be tolerated on discussion boards, emails, or any other communication forum. I expect you to participate the same way you would in a face-to-face course, and so name calling, berating other people, none of that will be tolerated. Second, that goes along with that, no racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic, xenophobic, or other discriminatory language or behavior will be tolerated. And this is a zero tolerance policy for me. If you engage in this behavior, you will be dropped from the course. Everything in this course, including all of your assignments and emails, should be written academically. So proper use of grammar, punctuation, usage, all of those things. As if you were turning in an actual term paper, you should be writing at that level in all of your your posts and responses to peers, okay? So I jokingly say these are not text messages, but I actually do mean that at the same time. These are not text messages. It should not be one continuous strand, all right? Also, when you are emailing or engaging with other students, use salutations. It's respectful, right? So if you want to email me, you can start at Dr. M, Dr. Roberts, and then sign your name at the bottom, okay? So yeah, so those kinds of proper communication practices. This is a communications course after all. And then the last thing that I put on here is just remember that communication is transactional. The way you behave towards me will directly impact the communication, transaction, and how I behave back. And when we get to Chapter 3, you're going to know the actual concepts that apply to that. So, but remember that respect is paramount in interpersonal communication. So with that, let's go ahead and move on to the grades. So you will be doing 3 different kinds of assignments in this course. You will do the textbook quizzes. You're going to have what are called media digests. So I honestly believe in giving a dual function in this course of media literacy in tandem with interpersonal communication. So you're going to watch a lot of media artifacts, and then you will answer questions about those movies that you're watching in terms of the context of the course, and then you will post those into a discussion board so that you're discussing those with each other. I do provide a point value breakdown so that you know at any given point in the term how many points you need in order to get the grade you want. So the Revel quizzes you will do actually from the e-textbook. I break it down into where it will give you a small section and it'll ask you a couple questions. It'll give you the next section, ask you a couple questions. So you can't get by with only reading part of the chapter, unfortunately. The media digest, as I said, each week you'll be, well, for each chapter, not each week, for each chapter you'll be assigned a movie, TV show, TED Talk, something like that to watch. You will be provided with an assignment sheet. You will fill that out. You'll post it to the appropriate link. And then from that, you will engage in discussions. So the nice thing is that you get to choose, you get to pick one question from your media digest and post it in the discussion board. So it's a twofer. You don't have to write 2 different things. You just have to take a section of your media digest. That's your original post in your discussion, and then you have to respond to each other in the discussion board. So that is the breakdown of the assignments you're going to do in this course. It's straightforward. You'll do the exact same thing for every single chapter throughout the course of the semester. And when you look over the course schedule, you'll see that essentially every other day, so on Tuesdays, you will take your Revel quizzes, you'll post your media digest and your original discussion post, and then on Wednesday, you'll just have your peer responses. And then you'll do the same thing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So email if you have questions about that. Late work, especially in an Intersession course, there is no late work accepted whatsoever. I strongly believe that accepting late work is not effective on a number of different levels. It is a rare occasion that I accept late work and a student is able to do the late work and then keep up with the next week's assignments. I just don't accept it. So, and here are 4 specific reasons why. Number 1, it's unfair to other students in the course if I'm accepting late work from some students and not others. You know, if deadlines are a reality, right? It's a part of life, so it's important to practice now. Second, this is an accelerated course. Your investment is supposed to be 40 hours per week. And so I personally, as the grader of all your assignments, just don't have the time or flexibility to accept late work. So if you think about it, there's 28 of you and 1 of me. So if I accept a late assignment for each and every one of you, that means I have 28 assignments I have to keep track of outside of my main grading queue, and I just can't keep up with it in an accelerated course. So that's another reason why I don't accept late work. The third reason is I truly believe that turning in late work reinforces essentially poor time management and accountability skills. And so I genuinely believe that in the long run, having a rigid schedule is in your benefit. And then lastly, if you're on the lottery scholarship, make sure you are valuing that. I'm here to help you succeed, but it's not my job to make sure you keep your scholarship by giving you a grade you haven't earned, okay? So, oh, and note, the only exception to that is if you have a positive COVID test, you can submit that to me. The earlier, like as soon as you know, the earlier you can get that to me, the more I can work with you, okay? So I don't accept late work, but what I do offer is what I call accident forgiveness. So accident forgiveness is essentially what a lot of people would call extra credit. I do not call it extra credit. In the real world, your boss is not going to extend you extra credit. But I do offer accident forgiveness, which is everybody has a hard time from time to time. And you accidentally forget to turn in an assignment or just are not able to do the assignment that week. And so I use this like car insurance metaphor of accident forgiveness. So how accident forgiveness works is at the very end of the semesters when all grades have been tallied, if you are within 15 points, which is the same as one discussion, if you are within 15 points of a higher grade, I will let you make up an assignment or I'll create an alternative assignment. So, yeah, I think that covers that. Okay, so but what accident forgiveness is not? 1, it's not turning in late work any time during the semester asking for an extension. So you cannot ask to turn in something late and then also double dip and get accident forgiveness as well. The second thing is that it's not a blanket assignment at the end of the semester to just get a higher grade. So if you are more than 15 points short of getting a higher grade, you don't qualify for accident forgiveness. You can't turn in this extra assignment and get 30 points. It's only up to 15. Accident forgiveness is not automatic points. So just by turning in the assignment doesn't mean you'll automatically get 15 points. It will be graded exactly the same as every other assignment in the course. So if you need 12 points to get a higher grade and your assignment only merits 7 points, you're not going to get the higher grade. And then lastly, accident forgiveness is not a multi-attempt assignment. So if you don't get a high enough score, you can't try again. And that's just because I don't have that much time at the end of this semester. This video is getting close to 15 minutes, which is a very long time to watch. So I just wanted to give you some overall guidance of what some of these policies meant that I have written up here. If you have questions or concerns, feel free to shoot me an email, or we can set up a time to Zoom, and I look forward to working with all of you. Take care.